Right.
I read in the newspaper that Martin King was coming to Chicago that week to begin an open housing campaign about segregation in neighborhood housing. I went to that rally that weekend, got involved in the civil rights movement. And so what started with the candle became crystallized in the movement, and my life has just followed right along ever since.
It's amazing. What an amazing story.
It's the truth.
So, you told us how you followed the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
Most recently, you were in Cleveland. Did some amazing things at Antioch Baptist Church. You created the first HIV/AIDS program.
Church-based HIV/AIDS program. We called it agape, which is both the Greek word for the love of God, but it's an acronym for Action, Growth, Awareness, Prevention, and Education. And what we tried to do was say we have a ministry to the infected, persons who actually have the virus, and one to the affected, meaning the friends and families of those who are infected. So most of our work was in either testing or support for the infected, and then just helping folks who've lost a loved one to HIV/AIDS related diseases.
This was
to cope with that.
A first of its kind
in the entire country. To have a church-based program.
Yeah. Did you run into some issues in terms of trying to set this up?
Well, we had the assistance of our congressperson. We had the help of a national HIV group called the Balm in Gilead out of Washington, D.C. So we had good support, and there was a local grassroots HIV/AIDS ministry in town already. What we were not able to do was to get other churches to come alongside of us right away, because they couldn't get past their sense of judgmentalism. They don't want to talk about HIV as a condition. They want to talk about it as, how did you get it? Well, okay, they got it, and now it's an epidemic, and we can't just talk about prevention. We must also deal with those who are already infected.
That program is just one of many that took place at Antioch. Another involved a credit union.
Credit union, yeah, we had about a $2 million credit union, started in 1947 by the Veterans Bible class, because when black soldiers came back from World War II to the city of Cleveland, no bank in Cleveland would give a black veteran a home mortgage to buy a home, having just come back from the Pacific or the Atlantic Theater. So they got together, pooled their money, started a credit union, and funded homes themselves. So 60 years later, they're going strong.
Very quickly, personally, you are married, you have a family.
One son who lives in Brooklyn, New York, and he and his wife are about to give us our first grandchild next month. My wife was with them just last week for the baby shower, so we bought the crib. We bought the, the mobile thing that the child plays with. So we're just waiting for a phone call.
Look at the smile on your face.
We're just waiting for a phone call. Say, come on, so you can be a granddaddy for the first time. It's a very exciting time for us.
That is wonderful.
A lot of new things are happening all at once.
A lot of new things happening all at once with you, and a lot of new things are probably going to be happening at Colgate, Rochester, Crozer Divinity School. And we are going to talk about that in just a bit when we come back.
Thank you.
So don't go away. We're continuing our talk with Dr. Marvin McMickle, the new president of Colgate Rochester Crozer Divinity School. Let's talk about the school. What was it about this school that brought you here, that allowed you to leave Cleveland?
I would never have left Cleveland except to take this job, because this school was the place of formation for the people who were most formative in my own life. Colgate Rochester Crozer, first of all, was the first divinity school in America to admit African American students.